Welcome back to the Allow It Bruv podcast. This is episode
2, and this episode we're going to be speaking about relationships and marriages. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and a chance to win a free bar of soap of your choice. All you have to do is like the video, share the video, and tag 3 friends. What have you been saying this week anyway? Literally, it's getting long out there, isn't it? If you think about it. What was we speaking about the other day? Yeah, relationships. So like, see if you're like between 18 and 25, most like men who go around and that, you know what I mean, who are with girls or girls who are with men, they just sort of, you know, it's not seen very seriously, is it? I don't know. Did you not feel like that?
Wait, say it again?
So you see like people who have relationships from like, say they're 18 years old until they're 25. In my opinion, I don't think they take it seriously. At least I don't think men take it seriously. Because you see, a man, if he's 25 and he's been with a girl for 10 years and he hasn't asked that girl to marry him, then she should finish him. In my opinion.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Because I feel like if you're a man and you've been with a girl for that long, you would know that's your wifey. No?
From the 25 upwards?
That definitely. I feel like men start...
From 18 to 25. So like, let's say if I got into a relationship from the age of 18 and was with that person for the next 7 years till I was 25.
Yeah.
Are you saying during that period I should know?
I feel like you should know, yeah. But yeah. Let's say if you're 25 and you're going into a relationship, I feel like you as a man should be going into a relationship for marriage. From that age there, you know you're fully ready.
I don't know though.
But obviously it's different because some people...
Maybe for our generation. There's so many aspects of it.
I feel like obviously, let's say 50 to like 80 years ago, most people were getting married at like 18. Nah, it's true though, because they were. So most people got married earlier, which is better in my opinion. I think that's a good thing. I feel like if you're not going into a relationship, especially at this age now, I wouldn't get into a relationship unless it wasn't for marriage.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to waste my time or her time.
I think it sometimes depends on like the age that you are though, isn't it? Like some 18-year-olds nowadays, bro, I don't even know what they're on, bro. They're probably in like 10 relationships. Not every 18-year-old, isn't it? There is some 18-year-olds that are not.
What, boys or girls? Because I think both.
Oh, but there is some girls and boys that are 18 years of age are like
very serious.
Mature and very serious for their age.
I feel like it goes down to sort of maybe what they know, like traditions and like cultures as well. That plays a good part too.
Yeah, that's true.
So anybody who doesn't have like, I don't know, that sort of set of beliefs from when they're younger, maybe sometimes they don't know. You know, like you kind of have to learn it.
Yeah.
So like, say if you don't have your mum and dad present in your life, it does complicate things. That's where you can find yourself having like techie relationships because you maybe haven't seen a normal relationship in your life before. Yeah. You only see it from the outside. I don't mean to say if you haven't got like parents in your life, you can never have that, because of course you can. And I know loads of people who have, but I'm saying that it causes a bit of complication. But I'm saying, in my opinion, I don't think men are ready for serious relationships till they're 25 and older. I can't say the same for girls because I'm not a girl. But I feel like with men, I don't feel like they're fully... If I was a girl, I wouldn't take a man seriously unless he's like over 25 personally. Do you see where I'm coming from?
I know what you mean, yeah. I know exactly what you mean.
Because most men we know, or we've ever seen, even at that age now, we know people still playing ball.
Yeah, true.
Like say for the ones for the girls and that.
Do you think that because the more people that you know play ball, the more people...
I think it's just what I see. I think it's what I see. I think UK culture and maybe possibly, let's say American culture too. It's kind of like Western culture to do that, maybe. Yeah, America and the UK anyway, because I don't know about Germany and these sides of that. I don't know about them things there. But from what I've seen anyway, I don't feel like
Alright, cool. What about going back to the 18 to 25-year-old thing? Yeah. So, like, let's say there's a guy here and you got with a girl when he was 18, and you went, "Raw, how long you been with her for?" Or to her, "How long you been with him for?" And he went, "Oh, 7 years now."
What?
Would you expect either one of them or, "Hey,
Bruv, why have you not married her? Why have you not married her off yet?
Yeah,
You're wasting time. You're wasting time, no?
but then maybe
What are you doing with the 7 years?
maybe some people don't believe in the whole marriage thing though. But then I know what you mean. It's not even just about marriage, really. It's like that next step, and whether it's children, whether it's this, whether it's a house together, whether it's.
I feel like girls. I feel like girls would value themselves a lot. Do you know what I mean? Whereas guys would value themselves, but maybe not to the point of they don't want to commit to marriage. Maybe before 25. So there's only a small percentage that do. Do you get what I'm saying?
I know what you mean.
Whereas a guy after 25 is more likely to be like, you know what? Yeah, I want to settle down. I want to have kids. I want to get married, this and that. But between 18 and 25, they don't think like that.
Would you say the same if a 25-year-old, two 25-year-olds have been together and you went, "Oh, how long have you not been together?" And they went 7 years. They're both 32 now.
Yeah.
But they turned around and said, "Oh, we're not really too pressured on the marriage thing." But
I feel like, no, it's not.
Children.
And yeah, it's not a serious relationship.
You don't think?
In my opinion, no.
I swear.
What, they've been together since they were 25 and they're 32?
And they're 32 now. But they're not saying that marriage is not on the cards. They're just saying they're both, in the last 7 years, they've both managed to get good jobs.
Yeah, no, that's fine, because a lot of people are like, "Oh, you need to spend a lot on the wedding, this and that," but like, bro, you haven't thought about asking her to be your wife? Like, you can be engaged. Yeah. A lot of the people don't know that you can be engaged for like a little bit. Yeah. So I feel like a man knows within, let's say, the first 1 to 3 years, personally, whether he knows he's going to marry a girl.
Maybe, but less.
But yeah, maybe.
That's a question for them, though.
I think so. I actually think so, in my opinion. A girl knows. I don't know how a girl knows, actually. That was wrong. But I feel like maybe a girl knows maybe more when she like suggests maybe we should move in together, you know, and then like you start seeing like those wifey habits and this and that. Do you know what I mean? And I think when a man sees that there, that's when he should start building, and then maybe start putting some peas to the side to save up for that ring.
Yeah.
I feel like this here, if this happened more, I feel like we'd see a lot more marriages, because now I think the UK has like 47% divorce rate. Bro, that's terrible. That's terrible. That's not good. Because it's basically, once you get to like, you're going to be like a has-beens at like 70 and be like, "Oh, I never got married," or, okay, cool, some people don't want to marry, that's fine, but it's more of like, some people think, "Oh, I have to give half my assets to my wife," and that. It's like, bruv, but that's the girl you're in love with. Would you not want to do that?
I mean,
that's always the fear, though. Yeah, but that's the fear a lot of men have nowadays. Do you not think? I know people are going to sit there and probably think, "Oh, what a cuck. Why is he saying that?" But why would you get with a girl if you wouldn't want to take care of her?
I mean, really and truly, when you get with a girl in a relationship anyway, it's like, even when you're not married, it's kind of like, when you're in that serious depth of, let's say, year 2, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, yeah, and you're that comfortable with each other, it's like, that whole thing about marriage is, what she takes is hard. She's basically, you're doing that anyway.
No.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I hear what you're saying, but don't you think the biggest problem is a lot of people say they don't want to get married because they don't want to give half their assets to the wife? Because no, because they're already thinking about divorce. The divorce is out the window if you already share and keep her as one, and yourself as one. So why would you even think about divorce? But that there is just spreading everywhere, and a lot of man these days, I always see it on socials and that, and man are like, I'm so glad I'd sign a prenup straight away. And it's like, okay, I kind of understand it in some situations. I thought about it before, but then it also twisted in my head and thought, you know what, like, if I'm going into marriage, I'm planning. I don't know about her, so maybe I'll get screwed over, but I don't really know. I would go into a marriage to give her my all.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Well, that's part of marriage.
So I wouldn't think about if she splits up with me, I've got to give her 50-50. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't think that, because I'd be thinking that we're kind of going to stay together.
Yeah.
So do you think now, like, a lot of people fear marriages because of that percentage of them all failing? And
Yeah, probably.
what would be the reason of that? Why are marriages failing now? Because we have more social media, we have Tinder, there's a lot more porn around, this and that. A lot of men are looking the other way. A lot of girls want to be treated another way because the guy's too busy at work.
That's true.
Because
There's loads of attributes to it that I don't know. I think maybe, I don't know, I didn't really done research on it, but maybe a lot of the marriages that have been, let's say all their marriages in that 40% and they've been divorced, yeah, maybe they're like youngsters that have got married really quickly.
I don't know. We
and
can't
they
all
spend time with that. I don't know, but
I wouldn't say it's all youngsters, because there's a lot of older people who realized, a lot of women saying, "Oh, you know what? In fact, I just done it out of the family support from his side or her side." Do you know what I mean? They wanted us to stay together, so we just sort of stay together. Of course, when you're married, you're going to come through a little bit of now and then. But isn't it better to either tackle it? But then, of course, we have things like, oh, he's abusive or she's abusive. One of the two are narcissistic. This isn't working out anymore. But now you're seeing it more and more now that people are not getting married. It's more of a norm to have that, what we were just saying, to just be in a relationship for like 20, 25 years. And it's like, oh, guys, what's happening?
Yeah, it's not like back in the day, you know, like those grandparents that are like still alive, like the grandmother and the grandmother, and they're like in their 80s and they're still married and that. That's like back in the day, they would stay married as like a dying habit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? Whereas that shit, no, that stuff don't exist no more.
Do you know what it was? When I was in Colombia a month ago, I was speaking to some of the locals there, and they was just telling me about work, etc., this and that, and they were telling me about their wives. And I think one of the guys was like 22. And I was like, "Oh, you're married?" It was like, "Oh yeah, most people are in marriages, what you would call a relationship in your country." I was like, "Oh wow!" So that's how they do it here. And I remember when I was in Fort Ventura, a Canary Island, yeah, and I met a couple there. They was really cool. We was just down by like the clubhouse and that we were speaking. Both were about I think she was like 41 and he was like 46 or something. I'm not too sure. But they said they'd been together for 17 years. I said, "Oh, are you guys married, etc." And they was like, "No." But they had 4 kids. And I wasn't being judgmental, obviously, because every circumstance is different. But I just thought to my head, I was thinking, but why aren't they married? So
maybe they just don't. Maybe they just, I don't know. Maybe they just don't want that.
But then,
not every relationship you get in that's long term, you have to get married, don't you?
Do you not think it secures things though? Like, she really and truly, she.
No, I'm not very big on marriage myself.
Do you not think she would be big on married though? You know that they've been married that long.
I don't know, innit? I can't speak for females like you said earlier.
Yeah.
Females might not even, they might be a bit like me and be like kosher with it and be like, bro, I don't really care about.
Would you be okay with it? With not being married?
Yeah.
Do you think it's just like a piece of paper?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
What, just like where the gov's...
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like,
with the gov's permission.
I think, yeah, like, I think everyone has that, especially, well, not to try and speak on women, but everybody has that fairy tale moment where it's like big wedding, this, whether it's abroad or here, big church, you know, big.
Do you have that?
This, that. Of course, bro.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't have that? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Okay.
But at the same time, if that happened or not in my life, it wouldn't bother me. Do you know what I mean?
Do you think because it doesn't bother you, where a lot of people maybe are seeing that more often, it's just not bothering them anymore? So the marriage fairy tale is now out of the window. So now more people aren't getting married.
I think the problem is that people can't be faithful with one another. I think that's the main cause.
But why do you think that?
I think that because...
What causes that? What I was talking about...
men's head go that way. For starters.
Yeah. But what causes men's head to go that way then? Because they're not really interested in the girl?
No, I wouldn't necessarily say it's that. I mean, I don't know. I'm not necessarily like that myself. Just as a disclaimer.
Yeah, we'll let do this one.
I'm quite a little down to earth person, and when I've got one, I stay to one.
I feel like girls are guilty of that too, and men are definitely obviously guilty of that too. But do you feel like is there a problem with looking, appreciating, and then just keeping it moving, or some people can't stick to that where they walk over and they're like, "Oh, hello, how are you
You know what
today?"
it is? There's boundaries, bro. Like, imagine.
I think that's it. Boundaries is what I want to
If
say.
you've been in a relationship, if you're in a relationship regardless, it's like, I don't know, especially the younger generation. It's like, if you're in a relationship, you kind of just need to.
We're kind of in the younger generation. It's a bit mutual.
Yeah, kind of, but we're still. You know what I'm trying to say? We're not in the generation below us, though.
No.
That's the done out here generation.
Yeah.
Gen Z or something.
It's kind of done out here. But who paved that way for them for it to be done out here? Is it the oldest? Do we fit into that category for not setting an example? Or is it just a bit of,
Maybe. Probably.
yeah, is it just a bit of like, things didn't work out with everybody, this and that, and it just goes to shit?
I don't know, man. I just feel like the whole loyalty and faith thing, I feel like people nowadays can't be in a relationship for a certain amount of time before they either get bored or their head goes that way and this way, or
What's it for though?
I
Attention?
don't know. I don't know what it is.
Validation?
I don't know. I genuinely don't know, because obviously I can't really speak on myself as in doing that.
So what's up? What would be a red flag you look for in like a female? Assuming that you're straight.
This whole red flag thing, I don't really have a red flag. But I don't know.
Do you want me to be honest? My biggest red flag
What?
is my biggest red flag in a girl, I would say, is if she's super insecure. I know people are going to be saying, "Oh, you're not getting any girl," but the only reason I say that is because if she's insecure and she doesn't like my validation, what if she seeks other validation? That's big, no?
Yeah, that is very true, actually.
If she doesn't want my validation, then what else is she looking for? Because I think she's perfect, etc. This and that, and I've got with her. I'm trying to help her build her up, etc. If she's not accepting that, that's a bit of a loose cannon for me. Because I'm trying to support her. I'm trying to build her up, look really good and stuff, or not even look really good, but build her confidence back up about herself, her inner self. And she's still super insecure. Obviously, quite a few people are insecure about stuff. Do you know what I mean? Most of the time, like, bruv, I'm shaped like Tyson Fury. But, you know, like, there's ways you can just change that. Do you know what I mean? You can get your confidence back up and stuff. It's not too difficult. As long as you're both supporting each other. Well, I feel 21 like Savage said it best. He said he'd rather loyalty than love.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. 100%.
Yeah?
100%, man.
So they say that.
Sometimes you can't get the love without the love.
Yeah.
I think that's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
I mean, sometimes you can get the love and not the loyalty.
But why do men cheat? Is it lack of like satisfaction with their current partner? That's what you.
I mean, I can't really answer that. I've never cheated.
I can't answer that. I have an idea why women cheat.
Yeah,
I have an idea, but I think it's the lack of love.
I think a lot of it stems from both sides, bro. That could be the exact same thing as why both sides do it, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but sometimes a couple of the random dogs, they'll just cheat.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, like dogs, and do you know what I mean? Like, it's always confused me that, like, me as a person and just how I am and how my personality is. It's like, I wouldn't get in a relationship if I knew I was going to cheat, or I knew that I wanted to go sleep with other women or chat to other women. Anything that's like myself or another female companion claims that is cheating, i.e., to me, just chatting to another female in a flirtatious way, to me, if my missus had done that to me, or let's say my partner had done that to me, bro, I'm taking that as cheating, bro. That's not an insecure thing for me, bro, but that's taking a piss out of me. Why are you flirting with another man? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I mean, like...
You know what I'm trying to say? But I
wouldn't roll with it.
Back to my thing, I've never understood, like, if I'm going to go get in a relationship knowing that I'm going to do that, why would I get into a relationship? That's always been my theory, innit? Do you understand? Why am I going to waste her time, my time, put myself in a relationship, cheat, cause myself headache knowing that I'm cheating when I could have just done that soon?
Yeah, of course.
That doesn't make no sense, bro.
But then, like, I guess you're like more of a loyal person.
Yeah, I've always been like that though.
Because obviously it doesn't run like that everywhere else, which is
Of
exactly
course,
why loads
yeah,
of
no.
marriages and relationships get failed.
I can't physically say why.
I just reckon everybody's out here cheating everybody.
I can't physically say
I'm not gonna lie.
cheats, and the truth hurts, bro. And sometimes it's even hard to say the truth to someone because it hurts you too. But if you just say it, you ain't gonna be in a relationship with her, then you can go sleep with 100 women by next week.
Yeah,
and you ain't
that's
gonna have
true.
the headache of one woman saying, "Why have you cheated on me?"
Yeah.
And you stayed faithful to yourself. You told her the truth. Bro,
I think some people don't like the honesty. That's probably why I'm single. You know,
hurts,
I'm just always like truthful, so people don't really like me.
yeah.
But I don't really care
making
anyway.
it sound easy. Like if I was in a situation like that, which I've never have been to you, if I was in a situation where I had a missus and I cheated, of course I'd find it very hard to turn around and say to my missus, "Oh, you know what? Look, I cheated. I've done X, Y, Z, or whatever." But me,
so you would tell if you had, let's say, bro, in a scenario, you would tell her, yeah.
As much as what it would burn me inside to know that I'm gonna hurt her feelings.
Yeah.
I would have to, bro.
Yeah, you'd have to.
I couldn't, bro. Oh my god.
Because you wouldn't be able to deserve her, though, either.
Imagine if I was sleeping in my bed and the girl that I'm with now, yeah, is fucking gone out and slept with another man, and then she's come home to me. Oh
my days.
You know, sleeping in my bed, she's cooking in my kitchen.
Do you know what the maddest thing is? That actually happened to me. That happened to me. That happened to me in my first relationship.
This is
What did you do, bro? I'm a brain aneurysm or something.
This has been the Allow It Bruv podcast. Thank you for tuning in and listening to us rant and rave about
bro, allow it. All I can hear is the plane.
Oh yeah, word. This has been the Allow It Bruv podcast, episode 2. Thank you guys for tuning in. We really appreciate the support. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that. Make sure you check out the soap. I'll put the link down below as per usual, and also being a chance to win a free bar of soap. I go by the name Josh.
Yes.
And we're out.